Today's a good day to move bales in the hayfield. I'm going to group them together in groups of 13. Yeah, because my brother can load 11 bales on his big trailer, which I'll probably be driving the tractor off and pulling that. And then my brother can haul 2 on his tractor, bring them down here. So that's 13, 11, 2, 13. Okay, and then it's a good day because it's cool today and overcast. I got some kind of phlegm in my mouth or throat. Anyway, yeah, nice day today. It might get sunny later, but right now it's pretty good. Okay, let's get this tractor going and head to the hayfield and group some bales. I'll be riding the tractor today. there making donuts. Wonder who would do that. Yeah. Somebody was making donuts there. Huh. There's him. That track was coming over there. Track came in over there. We gotta have the camera here. Somebody's just having fun. They're spinning it up. It's narrow. I think it was one of those 4x4. They came in off across the ditch. Got something against it or what? I don't know. There's a big donut here. Then they went over here. Made a donut. Never had this happen before. What's their purpose? Tore this up. This wasn't like this yesterday, or okay, yeah, yesterday. Oh yeah, I put the recording here yesterday, I think. I'll have to go back and look at it. Well, blew this dirt out while they were spinning it around. Dirt out. Three donuts. There's a big mess there. Small donut there, and another one over there. Guess they saw an open field, I thought they had some fun. Yeah, I got an idea who might have been the ones who live north of the farm. Yeah, they've got lots of ATVs over there. Anyway, I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna make all my group bales over to the center. I'm gonna bales from this side going that way, and that bales from this side. I'm putting 2 rows, one of 6 and one of 7, all the way down. One here, and there, and there. I figure I'm gonna have at least 6 trips at least. 6 groups. I'm going to walk over to my sister's house and let them know what I found out here. I'm not going to change nothing. Damage is done. I just want them to know. They can come out and look at it if they want. That mark's going to be there a long time until the grass grows back. The grass is already starting to grow back. I can see it. It's been it's Today's Sunday. It's about 5 days. I cut it on a Tuesday. Today's Sunday. So yeah, 5 days. 5 days now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They baled it on a Friday. Yeah, today's Sunday. Yeah, 5 days. Yeah, so that's how much it grew back in 5 days. It's starting to grow grass anyway. I can still feel, I feel a little heat coming off the bale, which is okay, because we're going to leave them out here for a while. But I don't feel nothing wet. Nothing's wet inside. I can just stick a couple fingers in. They make these bales pretty tight. Yeah, I'm going to carry, I think I'll have 6 bales. Well, wherever it works out, either 6 or 7, doesn't really matter. 6 on one row and 7 on the other, make 13 altogether. Each group. I'll have about 6 groups all the way down the center. All these bales go that way, and all those bales over there come this way. The most damage. They even flung the sod and the dirt way over here when they was making their donut. This was the worst one. One. That's a smaller one. You can see where the dirt's been flung. As they were going around, they were spinning out, spinning their wheels to tear up the grass. I'm standing on the road. I don't know if they came in here or went out here. I can't tell. But they went in, it looks like they went in and did the donut, I guess. Yeah. I know another track that went in or out. I can't tell how wide that is. Is that a truck? I think it's one of those side-by-sides. Pretty wide, I'll have to measure that. And the other one's over there. Now I don't think they went in the entrance. Where is the other one? I don't know. It's over there somewhere. There's another path over there. I'll go down there and take a look where they crossed the ditch. That's why I don't think it was a truck. I think it was one of those side-by-side ATV things. Let's go look it over there. So that's the worst one. That's a small one. And this one's a big white one. Here's the track. I don't know if they went in here or came out here. But there's a track going in. It looks like it covers up the area that they messed up here. The big one here. By the way that grass is laying, it looks like they went in here. Yeah, they went in. See how the grass is laying down that way? And here too, they laid it down that way. They went in. Looks like they went all the way over there, did the damage, and they went out over there on the other side of the drive. big circle here. I don't know if they went in here. I can't tell if they drove over the damaged area or they did the damage after they ran across. I'm just going to walk around it. Oh, another one here. I didn't even see this one. It must have went around that. Look at the dirt. The sod and the dirt. Look at the dirt flung out. Next time they mow, that's going to dull their blades. Yeah. Big circle there, and then it looks like they came around this way or that way. I don't know. Came in over there. They also went down there, but they also was here. So we're just driving around, making these donuts, they call them. This ground wasn't that wet. If you don't, it wasn't really that wet. They baled the hay. They raked and baled the hay without making many marks. Yeah, they went around this way. Everyone around here made that donut. And then they made some big ones over there. Yeah, there's a small donut there. A lot of damage over there on that one. See where they came in there. I think they came in there. I think. Did this damage. They did a little damage over there. Even the big tractors that was raking it and baling didn't make any marks. And then I could see those, whatever was making that. That had to be done yesterday because I don't remember seeing this. I remember driving by. I don't know if I recorded anything when I drove by yesterday after dropping off the meat to my sister in the morning. I didn't come here in the evening. But I'm sure I looked. I'm sure I was looking at the hay. I would have seen this if I was looking at the hayfield. I always look at the bales as I drive by. They look nice. Look how they flung the dirt out. Must have been pretty loud. Yeah. They didn't make an actual circle. They made a series of circles. They weren't all in the same place. You can see the ruts in the middle. And you can see how the sod and the dirt was flung out this far. From there to there. they had to be spinning pretty fast. Here comes one of them. I don't know how wide these things are. I'm talking about the tracks, but I think that's too narrow. He's got a sprayer on his. Yeah, one here, multiple marks here, a tight circle there, and a wide one over there, and a small one around over there. Can't do nothing about it. I'll never know who did it. If they went in over there, did their damage, and I think they came out here, but it's just by where the grass is laying. It's hard to tell on this one, but I think they came out here. Yeah, that's where they left. I measured it with my shoes. I got from one side to the other. It's five of my shoe size. You can see the tracks going there, go out, and they crossed the ditch almost straight. Had to be one of those wide-wheeled ATVs, so it wasn't a small one like the one that just went by. Look at the clouds. Sun's coming out. But that's okay, there's a nice cool breeze from the northwest. Well, I better get back to work. I'm here to move bales, so let me go ahead and do that. I got a little sidetracked with that. All the donuts I've seen. I'll check these again, make sure I got 13 of these bugs. 13 times 5 is 65. 11 is 76. Plus one small wheel, 77. Okay. Yeah, sure is windy. My hat blew off 3 times. I'll pick up my hat. Oh, even with this canopy on here, the wind is so strong. I'm going to leave these out here for about a week. I want them to cure out here. They're going to heat up. I'd rather have them heat up out here instead of in the bale storage area. Oh, man, it's wind is strong. Anyway, make sure I got 13. On this row on this side, I got 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then there's 5 there. And on the other side, there's only one that has 7 on that side. loads his trailer, he'll have 11 bales on the trailer with 2 he can carry on the tractor. So, I'm going to go to the other corner and take a look. You should be able to count on here. Southeast corner. That's where I was before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 11 on that left. I can't really count. I really can't count. I'm going to drive down the center and I'll count them as I go out. Go out that. Couple hours. Yeah, it looked like it was cloudy most of the time. Yeah. Last, I guess, half hour it got sunny. Wind feels good though. Anyway, I'm going to go drive down. probably come back later this afternoon with the truck. Tractor style. I want to head home now. Sometimes the bales are so small, smaller than this, and I can't spear it. Spear it. This time, it's not big enough to spear it, so I'm taking it home. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure those are elderberries. Not exactly sure, but it sure looks like elderberries. Anyway, I'm on the way home. Coming up will be the one on the ditch. Yeah, right there. I was just there a few years ago. The year after that, they pulled them down. Berries turn dark, they're ripe. My big pasture back is way back there. And I think I can see cattle. I don't know who it is, but it looks like a cattle there through the trees. That's where my big pasture is. That's where the bridge is down there. It's called a street there. Small bridge. The bridge is on the left side. Let's cross this bridge. There's some more elderberries. Black-eyed Susan. Black-eyed Susan. Almost home. I can't leave this bale set out. I've got to put it in the barn because if I let the cattle into the front yard there, in front of the house, they'll leave this bale, so I gotta put it in the barn. But first I gotta get the cattle out of the way, so I'll leave it on the tractor here. Those on berries, they bloomed. I didn't think they were gonna make it. They're a little late, so. Looks like I got station out here. Tall, skinny ones, there's so much resistance to the weed killer. If I spray them enough, it's something. Cattle run in here, so I can park it here. Yeah, that's just temporary. I'll have to make sure the cattle aren't near the barn when I take this bale and put it in the barn, because I'll have to leave the door open, the barn door. So I'll have to make sure they're locked out of it before I take this bale and put it in the barn. Okay. There's a good house today. Wow. All that pushing that clutch in all the time wears out my knee. At least I got the bales staged or grouped together. Maybe maybe we can haul the bales next weekend if my brother's willing. We'll see. Although before next weekend, maybe next weekend is when he wants to work with his calves. So he wanted me to help him do that. So I don't know if he puts ear tags in them or he does the vaccinations. I know that. He's got a head gate over there on that little acres that a couple of acres that he's got over, south of or north of the farm, separate from the farm, and we gotta get him in, and he gives them his shots. I don't know what the shots are. I don't give my cattle any shots. They live or they die, or they get sold. Hey birds, am I blocking your way? Okay, very good. I'm gonna go to the house, relax for a while. I'll move this bale later. It's just past noon and it's only 74. So it's a nice, comfortable day today. Look at the kitty. He's got a nice spot to lay down. How about that? I gave this cat the beef, I guess you could call it juice, leftover juice with all the fat in it from my cooking yesterday. I'm going to cook some more now for lunch. And I think the kittens found it. Came up here. Oh, there's one in there too. Oh, they're making themselves right at home. Aren't you, good little guy? How many's in there? Just one. He took off, but this one's okay. That's the one that used to be so afraid of me, but now he's relaxing around me. When I started feeding him that beef, well, I guess you could call it the gravy. I'm cooking the meat. They'll tame down. They'll let me touch them then. Yesterday I did a taste comparison between these are the two meats from 2023 that I kept for a taste comparison. They taste exactly the same as the new beef, so I'm going to go ahead and cook these up. First the hamburger, and then I'm going to cook all that. I'll eat it. I probably won't eat it all at once, but at least I'll cook it. What I do, I slice it that way. Yeah, same thing with the hamburger, I'll slice it. Alright, this is the old beef from 2023, and next time I cook all the beef, I'll cook the new stuff. I drained the blood out of the container and I'm going to give it to the cat. Give the blood to the cat. Or cats. Cat likes her blood. Oh, there's a kitten coming. See if she's going to join me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Push your mama out of the way. What's she doing down there? It's on the way in. Go ahead, drink. It's blood. You probably don't eat much. I saw him eating frog. Oh, yes, he wants the milk. Mama, you haven't weaned them yet? Huh? Yeah, This one's not bothered at all. He's still asleep. Slice that up for cooking. Yeah, there's 6 slices. Let me spread them out or lay them down. Now to cook them in a frying pan with water. I just put them in the frying pan. They're going to start cooking now. Well, I flipped these beef patties. I flipped them over. Now they're cooking on the other side. See all that gravy that's in there? I'm going to give that to the cat. I'll eat the meat, but I don't want all the fat that comes out of them. There's enough fat in the meat. I don't need that extra fat. And the cats like it too. I think they've been cooking long enough. I'm going to take them out now. Well, there's 6 patties and there's 4 on the bottom and then 2 on top. And with all the juice, like I said, I'll eat the patties, but then I'm going to give the juice to the cat. So I don't want the extra fat. Okay, here's that sirloin tip roast. Yeah, I cut the ends off yesterday to cook them for comparison with the new stuff. But this is the old meat from November of 2023. Yeah, still good. Tastes good. Been in the freezer, so stayed pretty good. I'm gonna slice it this way, and then I'll cook them. Hopefully I'll fit them all in the pan. If not, I'll cook them I'll just cook it all. If it's not one pan, I'll make a 2-pan thing. I only got 5 cuts out of that because the meat's so soft that it was hard to cut it too. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fat in there, or gristle, something. This here white stuff is always hard to cut. It's tougher than the meat. The meat cuts good, but the other, whatever that fatty thing is hard to cut. Anyway, I got 5 of them, so I'm going to put them in the frying pan. I laid them out on the plate first before I put them in the frying pan. Boy, that looks good. And this is old meat. Yeah, like I said, I taste tested the old meat compared to the new meat I got yesterday. It tastes the same. I couldn't tell any difference. It's still good. Yeah, this old meat is still good. It's been in the freezer for 2.5 years, so I'm happy with my freezer. I'm happy with the meat, and now I got more meat to last me another maybe a couple years. Who knows? Yeah, don't know. Lasts as long as it lasts. Depends on how much I eat. I always cook the beef in water because I don't like to use oil when I cook beef or when I cook any meat or fish. I don't use oil because I figure they got their own oil. I'm gonna turn them over now. Looking good. Smells good too. I'm gonna see if I can put that bale in the barn now. I'm gonna turn this off. Let it simmer a little bit. 3:30 p.m. now. I'm gonna see if I can put this bale in the barn, and then I'm gonna drive out to the hayfield with the truck and do some measuring on those tracks that came by. That made those donuts in the hayfield. Messed it all up. Maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, because all the cattle are hanging out by the barn. Later this evening, or late this afternoon, I think they're going to head out to the bottom to graze. And when they do that, then I'll, yeah, when they're out of here, that's when I'll move that bale. So I'll just drive out to the hayfield now. Today, I'll move that bale later. Yeah, I can wait. Even though the sun's out, it's staying cool today. I don't even think it got up to 80 yet. It could have. I didn't check. Okay, I'm gonna take the truck today. Today, take a look around. Well, I measured the width of the tire tracks from the outside to the outside, just like it is with my truck. My truck is around 6 foot from the outside tire to the outside of the other tire. But just by the path that the tires that made all these donuts in this hayfield on the end, these 3 or 4 donuts, the width of that tire is about 5 foot 8 or 9 inches. So I'm thinking it might have been a Jeep. It might have been a Jeep. There's a, yeah, it was bigger. I don't know how big the tires are on a side-by-side, but I don't think they're as big as a truck, or as wide as a truck. Anyway, I want to drive around the hayfield just to take a look at these bales. And the hayfield. That's the first one. First group of 13. 6 on this side and 6 on the other side. That's 2. Coming up on 3. 6 on this side, 7 on this. 13 total on each group. Third group. Fourth group. 6 on this side, 7 on that side. Okay, the last group of 13. Yeah, 6 and 7. And this last group has 11. 5 and 6. It's going to be at least a week. I'm going to leave them out here for a while, let them cure. If there's any moisture in them, if they're going to heat up, I want them to heat up out here, and not in the hay storage area. So maybe next weekend or even after that. There's no hurry to get these out of here. Let's drive down the other side. Sun up. This is the last group of 11. All the rest are 13. says they got CCTV, but I don't think I think their shed blocks the view from this angle. But she said she's going to check. And besides, the shed's in the way, and so is the cornfield. I think it happened last night anyway. Yeah, that's what I think, last night. I talked to my brother, that's his house. I talked to my brother about moving the bales, or that I moved the bales, staged them, and about his calves that he wants to work with. He wants to do that next Saturday, so we're going to schedule that. And then we'll think about moving the bales after we get his calves done. Oops. Let me turn around. There's that hog shed that I built. I don't know if it was in high school or after I came back from the Navy, but I remember building it for hogs. Right here is the boundary of the farm. On the right, on the left of the fence, it's neighbors. And there's my niece's house. Yeah. There's the house I grew up in on the left. It's got a new roof on it. Sister had the new roof put on it. I'm probably gonna come back sometime this week and cut the grass there around the pear trees. Let me swing around and take a look. Yeah, there's the trailer we're going to use out there. Yeah, that's a lot. I think he got that last year or the year before. Yeah, him and my brother-in-law bought it together because my brother-in-law hauls stuff with it too. The one who just lives down the road. There. That's a cistern there where the table is. That's a cistern. I don't know if they use it anymore because I think they got Washington County water. I'm not sure though. But there's a well here on the right, on the left. On the left is the well. And just this side, or just to the left of that, or on this side or behind it thing was an old milk house where they used to, my grandparents used to milk cows. My dad too, I guess. Tick on me. I got him. Anyway, the milk house, and they used to get the water from the well to keep the milk cool. That's when they had milk in cans, big cans, and somebody'd come pick it up. That was all done by the time I was born, though. The time I was born, Dad was into pigs. With one milk cow, which I milked a lot of times. Okay, there's the pear. There's the pears over there. And I think sometime this summer I'm going to haul some manure over into there. Yeah. But First thing, I want to keep the weeds cut down though. And all those yellow poles, those are little suckers growing up that I can graft to later on in a few years. Oh, here's a truck coming. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll come over here tomorrow and do that. I don't know. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do. I don't want to spend any money on anything for a while. I need to start saving more money. Yeah, I'm getting that acid reflux again from that beef. Yeah, that's the only drawback about eating beef. I like the taste, but something about my stomach just don't work as good as it did when I was young. Yeah. I gotta regulate how much I eat of that beef. I got the what do you call it? Acid reflux, anti-acid reflux pills. I can take those, which I usually do when I eat meat. Yeah, when I came by here yesterday after dropping off that meat, I was looking at the video today, and there was no markings like there is now. I could see them from here. Yeah, I could see them. I didn't actually do a drive-by. I just was watching the thing. But I wouldn't have been able. I saw it from the corner of the video. I would have seen it because I can see them now. Because I'm pretty sure whoever did that donuts in there did it last night when it was dark. I'm just guessing. Either that or the afternoon. Yeah, that's enough. I could be wrong, but I think the same people who tore up my hayfield with those donuts came across this corner here pretty fast. You can see the tires are wide here, about as wide as they were in the hayfield. But then as they went around the corner real fast, they were skidding. They skidded. At least that's what I think. I think I'm gonna just keep on going and go down and take a look at the cattle at the big pasture, just to look at them. No other reason. I'm not doing any work down there. Oh, wait, that's what I can do this week. I just thought of that. I see some cattle over there under that only shade tree that's there across the creek. Yeah, right behind that old dead tree. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I need to get some dirt, not so much for here, but for on the other side of that bridge. I need to get some dirt for those holes. And I can, so I'm going to hook up this, probably the small trailer for that with the truck, and get that dirt that was just up out there near that ditch in the bottom behind the house. Maybe not tomorrow, but one of these days this week. Yeah, that'd be good. I can drive down to the bottom behind the house with that small trailer in the truck and shovel some of that loose soil, that loose clay stuff. Oh, look who's in the water. Huh. There they are. The big cows. White one's the only one that's going to have a calf yet. She already had her calf. I think I saw it over there. The white one still have to have her calf. And the mama cow and the bull, they're together again. They're always together. Yeah. Even if she's not in heat, he likes to hang around with her. But they kind of grew up together. Yeah, they're about the same age. The bull might be a year older, I'm not sure. I thought they were about the same age, close to it. Let's see where's the other one's at. Yeah. The other one's hanging out underneath that tree. That's the only shade around here. Let me get a better angle. Can't see the white one very much. She's up against the bank. The other three are hanging out there. Staying cool in the water. Even if their backs are hot, at least they're staying cool on their bottom. Yeah. Let's go check out the others. Oh, there's a calf. There's a calf. It's stuck on this side. Well, at least at least it's coming in the shade. Yeah. I can see it over there. You can see the cows too. Let me do something real quick. There they are. I went ahead and turned around and backed up this pasture road. Yeah, they're all huddled in the shade there. And as the sun's going down, the calf must have been in the sun earlier. But the shade's creeping over to him now. Yeah, as the sun gets lower, that tree will provide shade there. Yeah. Those are most of the calves. And the brown cow's in there, and the red cow's in there, which are all the rest are younger ones. Okay. Let's head back to the house now. Yeah, I got things to do this week. I said I want to cut the grass at the farm around the pears, get that done, and then I'm going to hook the small trailer to this truck, and then I'll haul some of that loose clay soil from the bottom behind the house next to the ditch. I want to haul them up here. Not up here, but over to here, because I got a plan for that dirt. I don't know if I was recording. I was facing the other way, looking at these holes here. See if I can see them. Yeah, right in the middle, there's a big hole there that usually has water in it after a rain. So I want to fill that one up, and then farther up. There's one, I'm just going over it now. There's another hole there. the bare spot. That's got so it has water in it after a rain, and I'm tired of running over it, making them. Every time I drive over them, it makes it deeper. Let's take another look at it. Let's see if I can see him. I'm coming up a hill, so, but you can see him. One on the left, near the bottom of the image. One on the left is a bare spot, and the one on the right is a bare spot. And now I want to fill them in. Okay. So there's 2 holes down there I want to fill in. Let's do it differently. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I can see them better from this angle because I'm looking down on them. Yeah, I'm gonna fill that hole in and fill that hole in. Even mounted it up a little bit. There's a wet spot in there too because the water from here goes down to there. Yeah. But I at least get mound this up so when it packs down it's more level so it don't hold water. And same thing over there. Yeah. And 2 holes down there. The one big one in the middle is the worst one, but I'll fill them both in. And I'll fill these 2 in. There's a small hole up here, right past the bridge. It looks like it just started. But I'll fill that in too. Yeah, you can see it now. That bare spot. The bare spot on the left, right in the tire track. I'll fill that one in. There's some low spots here too. I don't know if I want to fill them in with dirt or I think I just used rock on these holes. Yeah, I just used rock. I got rock here already. There's already rock here, but there's a low spot here on the right. Yeah, and there's the whole thing across there is a low spot on both sides. I put rock there before, but it just wasn't enough. But the next time I get rock, I'm going to have them put it a little heavier there. Yeah. Okay, let's close the gate. I don't have to, but I want to. Cows that were in the water, they're out eating grass again. The other ones are still under the shade tree, but they're standing up now. They're gonna probably go come out and graze too. Yeah, I just put rock here. I just need more rock than I had before. But there was rock. There's rock underneath those in that low spot. There's rock there. It's just where the tire tracks are. There they are. Yeah, they got lots to eat here yet. Even when we're ready to haul bales in a week or 2. I talked to my brother about what he wants, because I can't pay him in bales this year, and he says he's got plenty of bales of his clover. And he said that all he needs is the price of the fuel, the diesel. I said, well, just figure out how much that'll be. Paying. I need all the hay I can get this year. I need to break the lawnmower out. There's no hurry yet. Wouldn't hurt to spray this too. Under the fence. I thought I just sprayed it not too long ago, but I didn't see nothing dying. Anyway, wouldn't hurt to cut this, at least from the fence to the ditch like I did before. I only cut it once so far this spring. Looks like another cow came out, the white one. Came out with the other bull and the cow. The rest are still hiding under that shade tree. Okay, I'm headed back to the house then. It's almost 5 p.m. Let's see where the cattle are. It's really after 5 p.m. Cattle are still in the water. Oh, bull's coming out now. I think they're starting to go. I think they want to start eating again. Because it ain't that hot today. Good, nice and cool. Yeah. They can't go that way. They can only go out that way behind the barn and go down. So I'll wait till they go down and put that small bale in the barn. I just don't want to do it with the cattle. Oh, he's going to lay down again next to the little red bull. Right next to it. Yeah, the wind feels good. Yeah. The wind's blowing pretty good. That direction. North winds are always cooler. Always. The cold air is up north. Still got time to move that bale. If not, I'll do it tomorrow morning. But in the morning, though, the cattle are always up here too. So, yeah, I'm not going to put no bales up here this winter. When I need the bale, I got to feed the cattle out to the big pasture every week. But when I do, I'll just bring a bale back with me and feed the cattle here. That's what I was doing anyway last year. Okay, I'm just going to give it another couple hours. Come back around 7. Down at the bottom by then. Put this bale in the barn. I cleaned off that trailer. I put a big 4x4 that was across the back. I put it over there on that pile. I put that pallet that was laying on there. I leaned it up against there, but I cut it off the ground. And I got the plastic from over there. Last time I used this for manure, I had this plastic laid out across the top because I don't want the manure to... It's easier to pull it off because once I get down to the, a little with the crumbs and stuff, or a thinner layer, I can just take the plastic and pull it off. Yeah, I can just pull it off instead of trying to shovel all the loose stuff off. And that worked pretty good. I'll spread that when I use it, whenever I use it. I don't know if I'll use it tomorrow. Let's see what I was going to do tomorrow. I was going to cut the grass at the pear orchard tomorrow. Yeah, but if I got time, I might work on this too. I got to hook it to the truck, and then drive down there and work on that stuff. That gate's still open. Yeah, I close that gate at night now, even if the cattle aren't in here. I close it just in case. Also keeps people from coming up too. Yeah, I keep that gate closed. And that gate's closed, so the cattle can't come in here. They gotta run the back of the barn down there. And once I hook the trailer up, see that clay there? That's good clay for a hole because it's hard. I got it dished up so there's enough loose stuff to fill in so I can shovel it up pretty easy. If I need some more after I clean that all the loose stuff up, I'll take the disc and Just get up again. And there's some more down there, way down at the end. There's some other clay stuff like that. They dug a deep trench from that end. They got down into the clay. This clay is from that hill there. When they first had this ditch dug out, I only had it dug out from like here down, and I had them put a culvert in there, and I had a big mound of dirt there, probably from when we pushed the trees a long time ago, and then I had them cover that up there for a crossing. But after the first good rain, the one culvert couldn't handle all the water coming down there, so it all overflowed. It all backed up and overflowed. So I had them come back about a month later. I bought another culvert, and I had them dig it up. I had them dig that up and put two culverts down there for the crossing, and those two culverts have not overflowed yet. And I have them dig out that little section there too. But that section was already deep, so he didn't have to dig too much. I think he just dug enough there to cover up the culverts. That's what he did there. Just dug enough out there, and they carried it over there, dumped it. So it all worked out good. Now those two culverts can handle the water flow coming down. And I got some loose dirt there, and plenty of a big hill bound, and some loose dirt down there. I can put it on the trailer. The holes in the pasture road. Okay. I've been enjoying this cool wind. After those 90-degree days, this feels good. I'm going to get the hay boots and the speakers too. Hauled up to the top. The big pasture, so I'm looking forward to getting that done too. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to take the lawn, that bush mower over to the farm and mow the weeds around the pear trees. And then if I have time tomorrow, I'm going to hook up this trailer and try to collect some dirt for the holes at the pasture. Hopefully I'm going to get that take care of today too. This sirloin tip roast meat beef is done. I turned it off before I left. Okay, I'm going to add the gravy now. I added the gravy, but when I'm done eating the meat, I'll give the gravy to the cat. It's the gravy from the ground beef that I cooked earlier today. It's already solidified when it cooled off. That's why I'm giving it to the cat. Gravy underneath the fat. Cats love it. They like it. Oh, the sleepy one woke up. How about that? Oh, they're getting something. The other two are somewhere else, I guess. They'll clean that up in no time. It'll be clean when I bring the other stuff out. After I'm done eating the meat on that one. Alright, that's all. Well, 3 of them showed up. There's still one missing. Almost 80 degrees. Somewhere around 79. Yeah, pretty close. There's the 4 kittens. I'll give them some more gravy, beef gravy. They didn't want to eat. I guess they're already full from the last time I fed them. It's 7:30 now, p.m. Let's see if the cows are down in the bottom yet. Smell that hay. It smells so good. Smell I see 4 of them down there. Don't know where the other one is. I'm gonna walk to the barn before I start the tractor out, but I'll walk to the barn. Shut a gate so they don't come up while I have the door open. Barn door. Old cow's in the barn again. But there's nothing wrong with her. Close this gate because I'm going to open the barn door. I'm going to put the baler in there again. I already got one in there left over. I'll put that small one in there too. I'm going to go get the tractor and the bale. She's up. Hope she's okay. I don't know why she's hiding in here. There's more under piles. I've stopped leaking. We're not leaking any water right now. It's just rain much either. That's the one I want to dry up. I want that to dry out so I can haul it off to the garden. One of these days. I'm in no hurry to do that. Okay, let's go park the tractor and close that gate. Done for today then. It's 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. and I'm done. At least it wasn't too hot today. I think it's supposed to be cooler again tomorrow too. That'll be good if I'm gonna cut that grass around the pears at the farm tomorrow. If the lawnmower works. Oh, hey bird. Oh, I was already inside the house. I already took my shirt off. But I remembered I didn't close this other gate. Cattle won't get out because I always close that gate at night for night. But I gotta close that gate. Otherwise they're going to get in here because I didn't have this closed. I could, but I don't want them in here. There's not that much to eat anyway. Yeah, there's hardly anything to eat. So I'll just close this gate and be done with it. Air is so fresh and cool. Feels good. I was closing that gate there. That post there, a short one, that used to be the hinge post right there. That used to be the hinge post, but it broke off. It broke. Gate was still standing because it was tied to that T-post. But I switched it around. I put the hinge post over there. I also straightened the gate out with running over it with the truck. And then I put the broken post. I pulled out the stump from the broken post. And then I put that post right in the same hole as the gate stop, just like it's doing now. And I chained it to that post. But when I was closing it, I noticed something on the top of the post. I'll show you. Probably noticed it when I was putting it in, but it seems like it stands out more now. On the top of the post, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which tells me each one of these places a limb was sticking out. A limb, a limb, a limb. And when it was sawed, it left the markers for the limbs. The knots, those are knots. Isn't that something? Normally when a post is up, I don't see the top of the post. But I probably saw this when I was installing it, unless I wasn't paying attention. But see, I don't see the top of that post. Sun's going down. We'll take a look at the top just to see. Cattle can come back in here now. Yeah, look at that. The knots of the limbs when they made the post. I'm going to do something about this post. You can see that the center of the tree was here. I guess when they were making this log, they didn't make it evenly. The log must have started out a lot bigger, and I guess they shaved it down to make the size they wanted. But now look, the water's going in here, and these are peeling apart. So I'm going to get some kind of container that I can, plastic that I can cover a bucket or something to protect that post from the water damage. I don't know if I got anything that size, but I'll take a look. An old ice cream bucket would work. Ice cream container, the round ones. Look at Mama Cat. I think that's Mama Cat sitting there by that tree. Yeah, there's still some sunlight coming off the sun onto those trees in the back. Too. Mama Cat. 13. I walked over here because the other trees, are blocking it from the house. But I can see it now. It's just going down through that gap. And right now I'm right across from this pasture gate. And the cattle are out there. Sun's still trying to shine up there and up there and even up there. But there's not much light left. There's a cat over there. There's something walking there. I can't see it too good. I looked at the sun too long. I can't see. But there's something moving back in there. I think it's a cat. Okay, the sun's down. Up the hill a little bit. But I can't see it no more. It's down behind those trees. Right there, down behind those trees. Okay, good night, son. See you tomorrow. I'm going to walk back down this hill. I don't want to walk along there. Too tight. I'll go down here. Go down the way I came up. The mama cow's still in the barn, I guess. Something's bothering her. Don't know what. Oh, that was no animal. That was a white flower. I'm not sure what kind of weed it was, but it was a white flower. See it? It was blowing in the wind. I thought it was a cat moving, but it was that white flower. Some kind of weed. Okay. Sun's down now. And I'm done too. Go back in the house and rest. Sun down already. That north wind is kind of cold. Especially since I don't have a shirt on. I better go in before I get a chill. That's about all the clouds that I could see out here. There's a few over there. There's nothing up. Nothing up around there. Nothing up here. Clear skies. That means there's going to be a dew tonight. It's going to have clear skies. Okay. Okay, I'm done. For today. I guess I'll be cutting grass around the pears at the farm tomorrow. That's just one thing I might do. If I have time, I'll do something else too. Just a little bit of sunset afterglow on those clouds back there. Looks nice.